10 predictions on robotics for 2022. If you're anything like us, you probably can't wait for the day that you can go to the store and easily and cheaply buy a robot to clean your house, wait on you, and do whatever you want. We know that day is a long way off, but technology is getting better all the time. In fact, some high-tech companies have already developed some pretty impressive robots that make us feel like the future is here already. In today's video, we've rounded up 10 predictions on robotics for 2022. But before we begin, we request you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's jump right in. Number 10. Smart factories. As robots become more intelligent, so will the industries in which they're used, such as manufacturing and distribution. Assembly lines will be supported by industrial robotics and automated solutions, and smart factories will become universal and as essential as any other progressive development. As a result, we may anticipate operations that are faster, more efficient, and more precise, with fewer inconsistencies. Robots and autonomous removal robots, AMRs, will interact in the future, needing less maintenance and human involvement. Automation of driving and package handling rely on a division of labor between robots and humans. Practitioners are realizing that it's essential to carefully define the boundary conditions, separating when robots work reliably and when they don't, and to switch control accordingly. It's likely that this idea will grow in sophistication as robots are adopted to meet the increasing demand for e-commerce. Number 9. Expansion of robotic opportunities. The need for robots has risen steadily over the last decade. COVID-19, labor shortages, and the desire to decrease carbon footprints have all had an impact on humans' capacity to accomplish tasks. Outside of conventional manufacturing and warehouse contexts, these external forces have boosted the need for automated robotic systems and equipment. It will only continue to grow at an exponential rate in the coming decade. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it became obvious that robots and automation were a safe means for manufacturers to keep employees socially separated while continuing to operate when lockdowns were imposed or infection rates rose. In many nations, the working population continues to age and retire, in addition to the labor shortages seen during the pandemic. While some of these professions will not be replaced by robotics, more employment that can and will be replaced by automation and robotics in the future years. The retail and consumer industries are two more areas where labor shortages are an issue. Number 8. The rise of AI robots. As AI makes advances into many industry areas, traditional robotics programming will continue to develop. Various functionalities may be added into robotics using AI or machine learning to improve their efficiency and effectiveness. Healthcare, agriculture, automotive, warehousing, and supply chain management are just a few of the industries where AI and robots will continue to progress. Artificial intelligence is already being developed to help with robots and automation. While self-driving cars have grabbed all of the headlines, the work happening at the intersection of AI, machine vision, and machine learning is fast becoming the foundation for the next phase of robotics. By combining machine vision with learning capabilities, roboticists are opening a wide range of new possibilities like vision-based drones, robotic harvesting, robotic sorting and recycling, and warehouse pick and place. The moment has been reached where these applications are becoming good enough to provide real value in semi-structured environments where traditional robots could never succeed. Number 7. RPA Robotic Process Automation Mechanism. This RPA mechanism initiates the automation of repeated activities. RPA is a method for business process automation that uses an application or a bot that replicates an employee's desktop actions by interacting with an interface in the same way that a human would. Because RPA is mainly used for tedious manual tasks, it's commonly used in roles, functions, and business units that spend significant time on these types of processes. This was shown to have a greater growth rate in the year 2022. The AI field predicted that this year's stream will be greater than this year's. For example, in the healthcare business, RPA is used to automate several processes, including invoicing, inventory management, and appointing scheduling. The company implemented an RPA procedure to improve the employee experience by freeing them from boring tasks and allowing them to focus on what they do best. In conclusion, it's anticipated that by the year 2022, RPA process will be one of the standard technologies for businesses. Number 6. The rise of cobots. The use of collaborative bots, often known as cobots, is one of the most popular developments in robotics and electrical engineering. These robots are meant to operate alongside humans safely and effectively, without the need for any health and safety boundaries. These bots can instantly detect changes in their work environment using powerful sensors and software, as well as things like end-of-arm tooling, allowing them to respond as needed while keeping people safe. While cobot technology has been around for over 20 years, recent improvements in the software that supports automated workers boost their efficiency and popularity. Today, cobots are the fastest growing segment of industrial automation. With advances in technology and the ability to scale robotics down, both in terms of size and cost, it's become common to see smaller robots forming an inherent part of production lines. According to projections, owing to recent advancements in programmable software, this industry is expected to increase substantially by 2025. Number 5. AI to provoke the contactless experience. The contactless service is the most important prediction for artificial intelligence in 2022. From the pandemic scenario, certain important lessons have been learned, such as contactless purchasing, working from remote locations, and social distancing, among others. As a result, this year's view of AI-powered technology will favor contact-free experiences. For example, some stores may let customers do their shopping using self-shopping techniques, such as virtual trail work, scanning, and price tag checking. Optical character recognition devices make direct payments. The document scanners would collect the guest's information without the need for document exchange or physical interaction. The recent COVID crisis has triggered some long-term shifts in consumer behavior. Preparing for a future that's not yet certain will require ongoing reengineering to support a growing consumer preference for digital and remote options, including optimizing and automating service delivery without compromising on CX. Essentially, finding ways to preserve the all-important empathetic human touch that personalizes every customer interaction and boosts satisfaction. Number 4. The creation of new media. Preparation technologies is aided by generative AI. The current developments in AI models, new algorithms, and growing tools for creating misinformation using automated generated bots, false contents, and depth fake video contents. This notion does not appear to be equivalent to real-world concepts. Generative AI is used by larger businesses to create three-dimensional and two-dimensional pictures in the marketing industry for project depiction and brand representation. This approach would help in the delivery of high-quality customer support by using visual representations based on the amount of interest. Number 3. Learning through reinforcement. Reinforcement learning has been proven to be useful in the development of many real-time applications. This reinforcement learning is used in the robotics course or the Agile Artificial Intelligence course. Depending on the complexity of the problem, reinforcement learning algorithms can keep adapting to the environment over time if necessary in order to maximize the reward in long term. So, similar to the teetering toddler, a robot who's learning to walk with reinforcement learning will try different ways to achieve the objective, get feedback about how successful those ways are, and then adjust until the aim is to walk is achieved. This knowledge would be correct and can be applied to different problems to generate answers to real-world situations. Number 2. Development in healthcare. Will 2022 be the year that COVID-19 transitions from a pandemic to an endemic? That's what we're all hoping, of course, but there's no going back to 2019. And healthcare will never be the same post-pandemic. Expect telehealth to become commonplace now that a lot more people will have been exposed to using video calls for health visits. And the COVID-19 vaccine will forever change the way that vaccines are created. It's not unusual for vaccines to take a decade to develop, but these were created in 10 months using genetics and mRNA technology. This could prove to be one of the most important medical breakthroughs of the century. Robotics is revolutionizing the healthcare industry for a better future ahead. From acting as surgical assistants as remote-controlled robots help specialists with performing activities like minimally invasive procedures to having part in a patient's recovery, robots are now vital to the ever-evolving medical world. Number 1. Security and robotics. Safety has to be a high situation when use circumstances transcends pilot tasks, and RPA is utilized in inner and exterior operations. With additional optimization by robot-assisted courses of automation, firms have high-performance information units at their disposal as a way to achieve vital insights. Please be aware that this data has to be handled confidentially. The safety structure around your organization should meet the best trade necessities, be it keeping up your confidentiality in areas similar to healthcare, or to guard client information from hackers and identification thieves. Furthermore, advancements in technology, especially in artificial intelligence, AI, have enabled the creation of robots that can now protect and serve the community. The advantage is that these robots can work continuously and enhance the security workforce while also incorporating more mobility and flexibility than ever before. With that, we come to the end of today's video. Let us know which one of the predictions you think will come true in the comments below. If you enjoyed our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Lastly, join in next time for more of such interesting videos.